Oops. Forgot to put myself in there. Hello and welcome to Flipping Through the Internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And how do I sound right now? I hope you let me know. I'm going to be watching the chat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below or in the live chat. I'm going to go to the live chat very soon. What was I going to say? Hit like, hit subscribe. Oh, yeah. You want to support me in another way? Patreon.com/flippin through. That's another way that you can support me. What the hell is wrong with me? I'm trying to. There we go. That's another way that you can support me. There's 2 tiers. You can check them out at flippinthrough.com or patreon.com/flippin through. These are the people that I get to thank for supporting me today. That's Jacqueline Gosling, Reflection of Perfection, Frank Snyder, Misimo, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Meadsbury, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and a little cozy nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support. I hope I can keep on earning it. With that, maybe you want to feel the lighter side of school spirit. Well, look at here. This is the, where is it? Here it is. Listen, this is the test one, and it's kind of fucked up. It's like too far over. It needs to be like right here. So I got to fix that. But anyway, this is the Dave Berg High School shirt right there. And then you have Liberal Fink right there on the bottom. It's a beautiful shirt. I think I'll fix it. Here, you want to check out flippinthrough.com. Let me see real quick. I'm going to go. Here we go. You go to flippinthrough.com, you get this beautiful, this Spartan website, minimalism, right? Am I right? You can click on Patreon. It'll bring you to the Flippin' Through Patreon. Look at that, 16 members, 18 posts. And look at this. You can get the sticker tier or the button tier. Or I think you can give some amount that's neither of those. Also, you go to the store. That's the Etsy store. And look, you can see all of the awesome things that you could buy from me. Anyway, that is that. What is this? Is this a line for Cracked Cover? Oh, yeah. Don't forget to visit crackedcoversite.com. It's sweeping the airwaves. Thank you, Little Cozy Nostril, for stopping by this live stream. Who else is here? Ollie is here. Ollie says, are there call-ins tonight? That's one of the reasons I wanted to ask about the audio, because I saw that and I quickly adapted. So yes, there will be call-ins later on in the evening. So make sure that you stick around. We'll do some call-ins in a little bit. Harvey Esquire is here. Jello Harvey. How do you do? And Demir is here. I'm sorry, Demir. I know that you really wanted me to play that video game again, but it's not going to happen. Not tonight, at least. Also, maybe never again, because that was like the lowest performing live stream that I've had in a very, very long time. So it might be time to call it quits. I don't know if we'll actually see the completion of that video game. Who else is here? Johnny Tong. Where's Johnny Tong? There he is. Hello, Johnny. How are you? Our copies of Claptrap are coming this month. That's right. What a quick turnaround. I just put my order in and it's already in the mail. Yeah. Listen, I wanted to reach out to those two. They're in town. They're in basically the same town that I'm in, like signing copies of it and shipping it out. And I wanted to like reach out to them. But I think Kyle Bridget has really burned that bridge for me. So, probably not going to do it. Thanks to Kyle. Any contest surprises? No, there's never a contest nor a prize. Don't put that in people's mind, please. Hey, flipping through. Is it frowned frowned upon for me to link my channel? It's not that it's frowned upon. They won't let you post a link. That's the deal. So, I don't know, you could send me a DM on Instagram. Um, and if I like the channel, what if it's something that I'm not interested in? Then I won't. But if it's like mad related or comic stuff and it's kind of cool, yeah. That's how I got like my first like big bump. Like I'm obviously not a big channel. Um, but I got like my very first big bump because another channel mentioned me. So it's like, why would I not ever help somebody out? I was the beneficiary of somebody's help. Um, so yeah, yeah. Just send me a DM, dude. That's what I would say to that. Anyway, I don't know if you guys saw the thumbnail, but I did pick up a new issue of Cracked. Oh, wait a second. Angel Acevedo, or Sketch E Works. He is here. Hello. Hello, Angel. How are you? And then, will you be spinning the mystery wheel? Dude, you're not going to believe this. That's so funny that you would say that. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. You thought for a second that I had it, but I don't. I do not. No mystery wheel tonight. It's still being constructed. And yeah, hopefully we'll get to it. You guys, I'm basically defeated my cold, but I have a slight runny nose. But at least I can talk without going into a coughing fit or something. That's the problem. And that's what I am glad to be done with. Anyway, should we get into this Cracked magazine? All right, this is what I picked up. I got this. This Cracked Collector's Edition shut-ups, and I'm just making sure my phone is muted. Let's see. Wait, what the heck? All right, this is what I picked up, the Cracked Collector's Edition shut-ups. And then, like an idiot, I put away the Mad Magazine version of this. I was flipping through the yeah, that's sort of that's what I was thinking too. It's kind of a nightmare scenario. All shut-ups. I thought, this will be some shut-ups, but really I bought it for the cover because, if you guys are unaware, I think it was, let me see if I can find, is it like I'm trying to find the cover. I think it was from the 60s. Here, 1960s thumbs. Here we go. I'm gonna find it real quick, guys. I'm just gonna be such a quick boy. Here we go. Here we go. Aha. There we go. Here on I'm on crackedcoversite.com. This is the original. Came out, Mad Magazine put this out all the way back in March of 1965, introducing the Mad Puyette. Now, the Mad Puyette, funny enough, the Puyette is like QWERTY, right? They take the letters of QWERTY is the keyboard, QWERTY. Puyette is the opposite. It's starting from the other end, going right to left, POIUYT. So that's fun, right? But anyway, so pretty awesome cover by Norman Mingo. One, you have the Puyette. Two, you have the double sets of eyes, and that's kind of freaky to look at. And also, you can't really see it on here, but Norman Mingo, his signature is reversed. It's mirrored. I don't know, just another fun little thing in that. Um, and so here you have Severin, who is almost certainly on staff in Mad when this cover was made, right? Or when was he? No, maybe he wasn't. I don't know. When did Severin stop getting work for Mad? I should actually look that up. That's what I think I'll do. I'll do a little bit of research. Severin, John Severin, contributions. Oh yeah, he stopped working before it was even a magazine. Oopsie daisy. But anyway, so this is obviously taken from Mad Magazine. This isn't like parallel thinking or something. But I think maybe Cracked thought like, hey, this came out in 82. So like maybe if we put it out 22 years later, nobody will notice that we've stolen this idea. Which maybe nobody did. Maybe I am the first person to notice this. Ron Johnson in the house. Hello, Ron. 10 minutes late. Well, you have to stay after for 10 minutes. I'm sorry, but that's the consequence. Sticks McFly is here. What up, Sticks? Great to see you here. My brother got me from eBay the Mad Spoof Star Wars Special Collector's Edition, the last of the Special Collector's Edition. Nice. It's always nice when somebody cares enough to help indulge your obsessions. Hey, Ron, stand in the corner. Um, get in the corner, Sticks. No one Mad Magazine went. No. Mad Magazine went to escape the comics book code of authority in the 50s, entering the 60s. Crack Magazine did the same thing. I was on time, but refused to say anything. That's the key. If you don't say anything, if you don't declare you're late, nobody will know that you're late. Okay, look at I got lost on this rant. I think they were intentionally stealing it and wanted you to know. They did want me to know. I often feel like not only magazines, but also radio and television are actually communicating to me directly, regardless of whatever time they were produced in. Baby, I don't know what that means, but it's funny. So yeah, here it is. Here's the Mad Puya, the Cracked. Is there another thing you can make with a keyboard? No, there isn't. The Cracked Puyat with Sylvester putting on his pants. Oh, goddamn. I don't know what this means. All right, so this is the Cracked Shut Ups. And listen, this is actually, I thought like maybe they were like featuring shut ups. And I thought like it wouldn't be all of it. And thankfully it isn't all of it, as you can see, plus a sampling of the best of Sagebrush. So this is almost all Cracked shut ups though. And it's not great. And if it's really not great, we have this. I started going through this a while ago. Front left corner. And I just never I didn't finish it. I think I got like too sleepy or something. I forget what my excuse was, but I did not finish that one. So if this one stinks, then we can move on to that. So here are the Cracked shut-ups. And look at, how about this layout though? So it's like you have this kind of cool lettering, I guess. I mean, it's like good enough. Look, you have all these little yellow dots and the red letters, and they're all there, except there is like two or three that are missing right there. What are you going to do? And then you have this, an example of a shut up in case you, the reader at the newsstand, didn't know what a shut up was and couldn't be bothered to open the magazine to find out what a shut up is, they had this. Keep your chin up, shut up, and go get help. Like, what is he, a golfer? He's a golfer in a sand trap. Um, well, we'll see. Maybe I'll take that as a challenge, and I'll just I'll go for it. Go till 9:30 talking about shut ups. Here's winners of Sylvester Twins contest. What? Oh, was this like find the differences or something? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a find the differences contest. Right? Only two of them are the same. And number 5 and number 12 are the same. Let's see if anybody worthwhile won this. And by anybody worthwhile, I mean anybody from Minnesota. So Illinois, Utah, California, New York, Wisconsin, ew, Washington, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Ontario, Rhode Island, New York, Illinois, Missouri, Pennsylvania. MI, which one's MI? Is that Michigan? Kansas City, California, Georgia, Arizona, Florida, Hawaii, Texas, Kentucky. The correct answers are 5 and 12. No, nobody of note won that contest. Here we go. Here's Cracked the Collector's Edition. We've done it again. By popular demand, we bring you a collection of your favorite laugh feature direct from the pages of Cracked, a collector's edition representing the work of some of the zaniest minds in contemporary American humor. Cracked presents Shut Ups. Now, this magazine is probably filled with Kyle's top 10 artists. And his top 10 artists all work for Cracked magazine. And none of them are Bill Ray for whatever reason. Here's an example. Congratulations, Major. We are the first men to ever walk on Mars. Shut up and figure out how we're going to get off of here. Nice. Is this going to be like a lighter side of level humor? I don't know. Let's see. Hey, flipping through. Do you want to do Tales from the Crypt videos since the same person who made both Mad and Tales? I've done my normal weekly videos are just going to remain Mad. I've done some videos about like EC Comics, like live streams, gone over some of this stuff, but I honestly I just don't have the time. Yeah, I'm just got too much stuff going on. And so I can do my weekly video and I can do like the live stream every other week. But yeah. So no, I haven't. I don't really want to, if I'm being honest. All right. If I had time, I would want to. But since I don't, I don't. Shut ups are like anybody could do a shut up, I guess, because like all of these look very, very different. I do think that it kind of adds to it. I like this artwork a lot. I think I like it because it reminds me of, I don't know, it's like Harry North Esquire and Edward Gorey made a cartoon. That's what I think. I doubt Patrick has any original EC comics, but maybe he has the reprints. Oh no, sir. Well, you're right. Mostly, I have some of the comic issues of Mad, but yeah, none of the others. I just haven't. It's not been a priority. I think later that would be a fun thing to collect. but they're also freaking expensive. It's hard enough buying the Mad comics, getting like some of those original EC ones be pretty tough. I have a few that I think would be cool to own. I think most of the ones that I want to own are because of the cover art. So it's like crime suspense stories. Um, and that's what it, oh, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should look up some EC covers. Is there an ECcoversite.com? I told you that my new sports card Christ. I told you my new sports car would stop on a dime. Shut up and don't be such a wise guy. Father, why can't I go play baseball like the other kids? Shut up and stand still. They didn't have baseball back then. William Tell. Hey, Joe, isn't this a great way to see the world? Shut up and row. Can I get through this? We'll find out. Popular song, shut ups. Ooh, you guys know I'm going to do this one because I love singing, and I'm going to sing McCartney. This is signed McCartney. I wonder who this artist is. Is it actually somebody named McCartney? Let me get my thing. This is cool artwork. Look at there's some babes here too. I won't dance. Don't ask me. I won't dance. Why should I? I won't dance. So shut up and sit down already. Sam and his snazzy sax sayer. Oh, 7. Snazzy sax 7. I don't know any of these songs. That's why I haven't sang them yet, you guys. That's what I collect anyway. Yeah, that's a sick thing to collect. That's weird. I just read a gig in Mad the other day that was all about a car that could stop on a dime if it was next to a brick wall. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. McCartney is the pen name of Bill Ward. The reason why he can draw total babes is because he drew porno cartoons and good girl art. Yeah. That's what, okay, can I tell you something? I know this is going to sound like I'm just saying it because you told me. I thought it was going to be Bill Ward. All right. Because it looks like who's that gal that he would draw? Who's that gal from this? It was like Dickerson, Nanny Dickering. That's who it was. I did it all on my own, guys. I'm laughing on the outside, crying on the inside. Shut up and make your mind finally. Yeah, Nanny Dickering. Yes, sir. I've got rhythm. I've got music. I got my man. Who could I? Oh, yeah. Wait, how does the thing go? Who could ask for anything more? Shut up and stop singing. And this is the problem is that it's like the one before it is a husband is a husband like yelling at his wife, and then this one it sort of ruins the punchline because it's like I got my man who could ask for anything more, and then her husband is saying like shut up. I don't know, so I just think that could have been, I would have given different feedback on that. Dancing in the dark. See, let's build a stairway to the stars, a lovely stairway to the stars. Shut up and start laying the bricks. My time is your time. Your time is my time. What the hell songs are these? I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. I just listened to that song. Shut up. Shut up and don't tell daddy. This is great. Bruh, it's all relative. I'm middle-aged, man. All right. I know. I seem like a spring chicken. All right. But Yeah, I'm a middle-aged man. I wish I was too young. Ah, but what are you gonna do? Oh, here we go. And then here is sagebrush. Oh, we got sagebrush. We got hurry ups. Hold on. Let's see this. Then we just got shut ups, sagebrush, shut ups, shut up, sagebrush, shut ups, sagebrush, shut ups, shut ups, sagebrush, hurry ups, shut ups, sagebrush, sagebrush, hurry ups, sagebrush, sagebrush, shut ups, shut ups, shut ups, sagebrush, shut ups, shut ups, sagebrush, sagebrush, shut ups, sagebrush, hurry ups, sagebrush, hurry ups, and shut up and get it over with. This looks like the guy who did the illustrations for Red Bull, right? The Red Bull gives you wings commercial. Anyway, sagebrush, that's Severin. This is like a recurring thing in Cracked Magazine. I'll be honest, one that I like if you asked me like what do you know about Cracked Magazine? I would say it stinks. I would say what is it? The Ugly Family. I would say Bill Ray. I would say Spies and Sabs. I would say Sylvester P. Smythe. I would say I think that's it. Yeah, no ad. No ads, if you can believe it. Right? Look at that. Can't even do my ad alert. I wish there were ads for those with short-term memory. Um, Look at this. I love this illustration though. Severin's great. And look at that. There's like some zipatone or something in the background there to like shade that in. But all these little stones. I love how those are rendered. Looks so cool. Why is it like I've tried to draw a stone before. It's like freaking impossible. Would I be asking you if that avalanche didn't seal us in this box canyon? I tell you, we're trapped. Go ahead. Just this once. Uh-oh. Oh, he's lonely. He's been there for days. A man's got needs. He may be grouchy, but he's still the best friend that I got. What a bizarre cartoon. He has like a magical donkey. All right. Here we go. The hurry ups. In this issue, Cracked introduces the latest fad. Hot on the heels of the shut ups and the wind up dolls comes the hurry ups. Here is our contribution to the movement. How about you? Heard any good ones lately? If so, hurry up and share them with us. Mommy, Miss Murphy's house is on fire. Hurry up and get the box of marshmallows. That's psychotic. That's psychotic behavior. Daddy, I just swallowed a bottle of ink. Hurry up and swallow this blotter. I get that reference because blotter paper it would absorb the ink if you put too much down your fountain pen. Dear, our daughter's eloping with Fred Bemish. Hurry up and place an ad in the paper. We can rent her room. That's the wildest thing about the past. Out of all the things that have happened in the past, the wildest one is that people would rent out their rooms to strangers. That's the weirdest thing. That is the strangest thing. I wonder how fast is the thing. I need to see if I can change to like ultra low latency. I think I forgot to do that. Where is it? YouTube Studio. Booyah. content. I hope I can do it. Can I do it? Will they let me change to ultra low latency? Damn it. They won't. All right. I tried. Panel, what do you say? Is that true or false? Shut up. This happens to be a what? Like, who wrote this? This is that guy. Oh, it's not a guy. This Edward Gorey and who is it? Um, Harry North Esquire mashup is a lady drawer, Sue. That's a pen name, right? Sue. How come we never get to sit at the captain's table? Shut up. If it weren't for him hitting those rocks, we wouldn't be here. That's kind of cute. All right, hold on. Now I got to Google Sue. Sue, S-O or S-I-O-U-X, Cracked Magazine. This is the problem, is that nobody has taken the time to pull a Doug Guilford and put everything out about Cracked Magazine. There's Susie Sue, some type of goth person, but not Sue. 5 uncomfortable. What? What the hell? Somebody wrote something called 5 Uncomfortable Truths about Cracked Magazine, but now the website is down, so I can't read it. I think that this is yeah. I think it's not a there's no information. I want sagebrush. I want more sagebrush. Hey, we'd better be careful. This is Rattler's territory. Don't worry. Hi, Mr. Rattler. Hi, Ralph. Pulled a thorn out of his tummy once. Oh, the old mouse and the lion gag. Susudio. It's Sue. Anyway, how about this? Or who is that guy? Ralph? What's the guy who did all the work for I love him, but I always forget his freaking name. It was Ralph. Ralph who? He did this stuff for Hunter S. Thompson, right? Yeah, you know. So it's almost like a Harry North Esquire meets Ralph meets Edward Gorey. That's what I say. Sue is like. Oh, we have a culprit at last. Do you think a death penalty for littering is too severe? Why, yes. Okay, you guys, let him go. Is he a prospector or like in prospector times or like modern times? I don't understand this. Oh, here's a great show. Freddie, I don't want to play baseball anymore. Shut up. You got to play because you're the second base bag. Look at that. That's some William Marston type stuff. Jeez Louise. Hey, Tex. How did this happen? Shut up. Keep firing. We'll figure it out later. That's not even funny. That's not even a funny one. It's just like, shut up. I'm not going to answer. How many of these are that? Or just like, shut up. I'm not going to tell you what you just asked. Look, Sarge, why do I always get this detail? Shut up and pick those cigarette butts up. There's going to be an inspection this afternoon. But that's funny because, wait a second. Oh, okay, I guess because, all right. What a bizarre joke this is. Okay, so they circled the wagons, but it's the Native Americans who are circling the wagons, and it's the cowboys that are attacking them. Normally, it would be flipped. But that's not, I don't know. That's a dumb one. That was stupid. And this guy has long arms. Yeah, it is, and it's not okay. I hope they don't have any third nipple shaming. All I have to say is that you're getting a lot for your 20 cents, Mac. Shut up and be quick about it. I have to get back into the circus in 5 minutes. Like, this one's funny. I like this one. Okay, this is the same artist, clearly, and now what is that signed? I wanna figure this out. This is like a mystery, and I am a detective. I'm like Mycroft Holmes. Modigliam. Modigliami. 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 Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna search for Modigliami. Mo D Li Ami. Or Ani? Who? Modigliani. Modigliani. That's a person. Wait, that's not this person. INI. This psycho just where is it? I'm sorry, guys. I hid the look at that. Boom. Modigliani. This is not the person, but there's somebody called Ama Amadeo Modigliani. But this is not is this I think this artist is just signing different things again and again and again and again. I don't will I ever find out who this is? Oh, oh, okay. The hunt continues, all right? We're gonna solve this. I have a feeling, okay? We're gonna figure out who this Sue slash Modigliani was. I don't care about these sagebrush animals. I want that cowboy dude. Here we go. I like my new job. I can even tell the general where to get off. Shut up. Open that door, and that's an order. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I guess what was Mort Todd's tenure at Cracked? Mort Todd. Mort Todd is a friend of the show. I should try to have him on again because that dude was so much fun. It was very cool. Um, let's see. OMG. How come my video doesn't pop up? My Mort Todd interview. What the H? Fun Ideas podcast shows up, not mine. God damn it. Time to fire up. God. Is that are you telling me that it's boring? Shut ups are not boring, dude. Um, morttodd.com. There's no this is not the right spot for it. This is not the right spot for it at all. Here we go. Editor-in-chief of Cracked Magazine, and later Comic Fix. What is that? Marvel. What the hell? In 85, he became editor-in-chief of Cracked Magazine. So this predates that. Do you know who Modigliani is? Modigliani. Do you know who that is? Look at boom. And then this one says Norman Rockwell didn't draw this. And then this one says lefty right. This dude just, it's a silly one every single time. Okay. This is, all right. What does this one say? This one's signed Rick Kig. This one is signed Riccigliano. Shut up and have sticks to his bi-weekly call-in. Oh my goodness. After it, you guys, you should know, call-ins happen after the first commercial break, okay? Everybody knows that. For a lot of the 60s and 70s, it seemed like all the cracked artists had at least 2 pen names. Mort Todd was early 80s. Wrong. 85. That's when he got the job. Embarrassing, Kyle. Anyway, Styx isn't even around, okay? Actually, that reminds me. I think I need to get something on my computer. Hold on. I have to do this. Boom. I used boom, delete video. There we go. Now I'm uploading the right thing. Okay. It might be Riccigliano that was doing this. That's who this is. That's who does this artwork. I figured it out. Michael Riccigliano. Where's another one? I need to back this up. Yeah, look at script by Virginia Woolf, art by Vernier. Vermeer? Who the hell knows? Yeah, all of them are like silly things. Noah Satra. Yeah. Okay. I think it's Riccigliano though. Pick and pat. I'm gonna read these. I bet these will be cool. I bet these won't be yeah. I think that's what it is. I'm gonna read these though. I bet these are gonna be awesome. Little Bear, I'm glad to see you've switched to filters. Little Bear, why don't you give your boys some book learning instead of teaching them these primitive smoke signals? Look, Sagebrush, smoke signal plenty important to Indian. They tell him plenty thing. Name one. Well, for one thing, our weather reports. Poof. Well, so much for the don'ts in fire making. Indian not only use smoke signal for message, sometimes Indian use bird. Lil Bear, no like use bird. They burn up too quick. This is crazy. These are like really, these are pretty illustrations. right? I mean, isn't that I think that's pretty. Um, that reminds me, where's that nickel you owe me? I was gonna say it looks like the dude on the nickel. Oh my god. Little Bear sends message. Fooey, he no send message. Him have hiccups. To send emergency message, Indians tie notes to flaming arrows. That did it. First thing in the morning, I call the phone company. Lil Bear sprained his nose. Do you notice how I'm not doing a voice? Because I think that's the way for me to not get in trouble by reading these. Is if I did a voice, then it would probably be offensive. Lil Bear sprained his nose. I sent for Dr. Livingstone. Keep an eye out for him, will you, Sagebrush? Ah, Dr. Livingstone, I presume. That's funny. He never did that before. Anyway, then there's hurry ups. And who cares about hurry ups? Oh yeah, that is true. We've actually discussed that. Hey fellas, how much are the wrenches? What? The wrenches? Oh, they're moderators. Is that why they have a wrench? I think that's why. They're moderators, but they don't moderate anything. Moderators are for channels that have people that like misbehave and like say nasty stuff or like spam. But no, my live streams rule and everybody's just really cool and chill. So it's almost like just for fun. It's actually just for fun at first because and then Kyle could threaten to ban people. But you know, that joke kind of went away because nobody would do anything that was ban worthy. I'm actually going to right now. Good old Mort Todd. Look at this. This is bullshit though. That Fun Ideas podcast, Mark Arnold. His thing pops up, but not my thing. With the H. Anyway. What else is there? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna look up EC Comics covers. Yeah, except that you have your own you have a wrench now, so you can say whatever you want. Yeah, but there are no desperados. I don't think there's like the occasional spam thing, but it almost always comes from Twitch, not from this. So yeah. Okay, I'm looking for EC comic covers. I wonder if there's like any type of really good storehouse for that. EC Comics database. Do you think that will give me anything? All right, what the hell? EC Comics Wiki? No. Wait. Oh, this is just random. Okay, not helpful. There are no rules. It's almost like who is that like 80s politician who is like they asked him to define what pornography is and he was like, I can't define it, but I know it when I see it. I can't tell you any of the rules. I can just tell you when somebody has broken one of the rules. Is this no, god dang. Does anybody have a good website for, um, like, what the hell? EC I thought I found one recently, like EC Comics. I'm just gonna go wait, Comic Book Invest? Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna share this. So what is this website? CBSI? Whatever the hell that is. Um, here's Crime Patrol. Crime Patrol's okay. These are the ones that I like. I mean, right? Crime suspense stories. They for sure they have the best covers by far. Look at that, Johnny Craig. I think Johnny Craig did he do like most of them? There's the one where the dude is like blowing his brains out, or the one where he's like there's a guy hanging in the background. Um, and they're just so brutal. That's what I'll look up. I'll go crime suspense stories covers. Coverbrowser.com. Fudge, yes. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Yes. All right. Should I zoom in? I'm going to zoom in a little bit because I don't think I can click these. All right. So here they are. Johnny Craig starting off. Number 1. Number 2. He did every single one, didn't he? Look at this. Oh, no. He's getting bricked up. uh, that means something different now. Getting bricked up. Google that. Crime suspense stories. I mean, they are so cool. Like, look at this. Just grabbing the axe. Things like this with just like the hanging bodies. Look at that. Look, he has like the little heat exchanger there. He has the heat exchanger there. OMG. Oh, look at this psycho. These are like, this is the one. In this issue, EC's adaptation of a story by Ray Bradbury, America's top horror writer. This one rules. Look at, all right, well, first off, he's blown his brains out. That's not that rules, but that back here in the mirror, so you see her, she's horrified, and then you look here, you see the reflection of it in the mirror. Are you kidding me? Ah, so cool. Oh, like being drowned or this one. Oh, that'd be it'd be cool to have these like I mean, I have kids, so I can't do this, but like to have some of these like hung up, like blown up huge and framed. That'd be so cool. Oh, what? This woman killed a man? That's a little bit harsh. I totally get the comics code. Totally understand it. If I was alive back then, I'd be like guys, this is disgusting. How dare they sell this to our children? Oh man. And here it is, the final one. Crimson Nun. Okay, shock suspense stories. True romance. It's like it's what? Uh It is, it is, dude. It's like it's nuts. I love it, and I'm also disgusted by it. Um, Here, let's see. Shock, suspense stories. Wait, here we go. All right. Boop. Oh, here, get this out of here. Some kids are brave enough to grab them. Only 10 cents, cheap. Yeah, dude. Shock suspense story number 9 cover art is the best. It's gory, both good. These are old enough for first owner collectors to donate to estate sales. Keep your eyes open. Estate sales are um, like people who run estate sales, at least like where I live, they're savvy. They know what's worth money. It's like it's so hard to find a deal at an estate sale. And now with the internet, like they'll also sell stuff on eBay. Um, but yeah, it's like you gotta yeah, it's hard. It's hard to find things. How dare they sell this to our children? At the store, we sent them to pick up cigarettes, whiskey, bullets, and mom's amphetamine diet pills. You wouldn't send the kid to pick up bullets. But yeah, I mean, my dad was born in 49. And so like, yeah, into the 50s, he would go and pick up his parents' cigarettes, little note. Please give Stevie a pack, a carton of Pall Malls or whatever. Um, yeah. Anyway, check out these shock suspense stories. Joel, oh, this is number 9. This is the one you're talking about. Oh, handcuffed together. Oof. That is pretty gruesome. Oh, this is really cool. The way that like her reflection is in the mirror. Yeah, I just posted on Facebook yesterday that estate sales don't have any better junk than garage sales and swap meets. Yeah, if anything, you can find better stuff at a garage sale because a garage sale, there's the chance that a parent is selling stuff from their deadbeat child who like left things at home. So you can actually garage sales are good. He killed the police officer and the cop swallowed the key. Aw, poor dude. Um, Here's number 9. Weird sign. Okay, so this one isn't as neatly organized as the other one. Um, oh, oh, that makes me want to gag. This guy right here. Oh, I can't even look at that. Shock suspense. I'm gonna tell you these shock suspense not as good as the crime ones. Feldstein. That's why. Feldstein's the worst cover artist that EC had. Um, and if you want proof of it, look at Panic. Look at every single Panic cover, and then try to argue with me. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. It's cool. His stuff looks cool, but it's just comparatively, I don't think it holds up. Um, so yeah. It is the 1 hour mark. Of course, that means that I have to take a break. So please enjoy the flip intermission created by Kyle Bridget. I'll be coming back, opening up the phone lines for callers this evening. So if you're interested in calling in and shooting the shit, saying whatever you want, um, stick around. See you soon.
It's a gas!
Good Lord, ooh, this man's been run over by a steamroller. Get him to the hospital, quick.
After all you've been through.
On Wall Street today as prices continue to plummet.
Century, the ozone layer will be depleted.
The Soviet bloc today continues to feel the heat as hundreds of...
After all you've been through, you deserve your own channel. VH1, when you've seen it all.
Hello and welcome back to Flippin' Through the Internet's, god damn it, #1 Mad Magazine news review and interview channel. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate that. There's 12 people tuned in. If you have not already, please make sure hit like, hit subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What am I trying to get to? I'm trying to get to like 200 followers or subscribers by December 25th. The birthday of our Lord and Savior. No, not Dave Berg. Jesus Christ. I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, what did I say? Leave the thing, do the thing. Patreon.com/flippinthrough. Go and check that out. If you're not sure how to get to patreon.com/flippinthrough, go to flippinthrough.com and that'll bring you to that. There's links for everything at you could ever possibly want or desire. Now, here's the deal. Okay, what the hell? People are just talking. Let's see. Kids reading these get sent to the principal these days. Saxophone. So the organ in It's a Gas was played by Norman Blagman, who wrote it with Sam Bobrick. And you're in contact with Norm's kid. Usually fart along to the intermission, but not today. Just fart in your heart. You got two options. One, give a kid a copy of Captain Underpants. Give a kid a copy of Mouse. That's not your two options. On hell, that's a false dichotomy. Those aren't your two options. And also, like, I think I would go with Captain Underpants, depending on the age of the child, right? I have digitally scanned all the sheet music that was in the actual recording session. Dude, you're doing great with this. Like, I'm very excited. I was saying Kyle should probably edit that Tarzan bit out. What? Did you know that Mad had the same gimmicks as Playboy magazine? They both have fold ins, fold out. Patrick had a missed opportunity. He should have did the after these messages. We'll be right after these messages. We'll be right back. I don't think Playboy had any fold ins, but that's why Mad did the fold outs. Fold ins. I mean. I think On Hell was doing a hypothetical. Well, I don't know what that means. I take everything very literally. Both books are considered banned in schools. What? No way. Not Captain Undies. Never Captain Undies. Never ban him. Are you kidding me? Anyway, how about this? Putting the buds in. Let's see what the hell. All right, now this is what I'm going to tell you. This is the annoying thing about this is that I'm hearing my voice in my ears delayed like a fraction of a second, and it makes it incredibly difficult to have a conversation. So if I get too irritated by this, then I don't know. I guess deal with it. I just need to fucking figure out how to. No. This? No. This. Wait. Hello? Wait, that's better. No, it isn't. Christ. I forget what I have to do. Is that it? Can you guys hear me right now? I think you can. Tell me if you can't hear me. Can you hear my voice? I hope so. We'll see. Now you got to pull up the internet page that has the stuff in it. Voice calls. Here we go. Okay. Ah, sweet. All right. This is perfect. This is how I want it. We're going to be opening up the phone lines. Shit, I should have gotten. You guys, I'm actually going to I'm gonna refill my kombucha. All right, I'm sorry. I know this is bad radio, but just deal with it. Here I go. I'm back. Okay, boys, I'm back. All right. Mission accomplished. That's right. The phone lines are open. It is now officially a call-in show. If you want to call in to Flippin' Through, God damn it. Yeah. A DJ could get fired for dead air. Well, joke's on the DJs because I'm not getting paid for this. So they can't fire me. Anyway, if you would like to be on Flippin' Through, give a call to the number down below, 612-389-8524. You guys know what I did is I looked into, I'm getting a call right now. Hello and welcome to Flippin Live. You are on the air right now.
Hey, I'm Ollie in the chat.
Yeah, what's up, Ollie? Ollie, you got to make sure that you mute your video feeds because it's coming through.
Okay. Oh.
Wow, Collins takes me back to those old public access shows. Good stuff. Yeah, dude, that's the whole point of it. I grew up listening to AM radio, and that's the whole reason that I did this. Ollie, are you there?
Yes.
What's up, bro? How are you doing?
Good. Have you done the video on the Ghostbuster magazine? Mad Magazine Ghostbusters 2, I believe.
The Ghostbusters 2? No, I have not done. Well, I don't know. Here, let me see. I'm going to go to youtube.com. I'm going to search my own page to see. Wait, there's no way for me to search it by keyword. Do you know what issue it was that had Ghostbusters 2 on it?
I believe it was 389.
Okay, let's see.
It's funny because that was the same for the second movie release.
Yeah. Okay. Number 389. No, I didn't. I have not done a video on that yet. Would you like me to do one on issue number 389?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. I will. I always take requests, and I will wait, 389? No, that can't be it.
I think it was. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it is. I know it was in the 300s. It had to be 9 something.
All right, let me see.
Not gonna be surprised. Matt's like, oh, we're actually on 190 since the movie came out in 89 this year. We're gonna put it at 89.
All right, hold on. Ghostbusters 2 Mad cover.
I think the spoof Ghostbusters, like a dust pan.
Oh, you know what it was? I think it was.
What?
Here, I'm going to look it up. Do you ever go to madcoversite.com?
No, I'm actually, I haven't, but I have Googled covers before.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Hitty Hat, stop biting me.
Who's biting you, dude?
My cat.
Oh, okay.
You're not getting fancy feet. You're getting the off-brand now. Okay, that's it. You're going out of the room.
Ollie, you're making it worse. The threat of Fancy Feast being taken away.
Okay, now let's.
All right, so I have pulled up the Mad Magazine Ghostbusters 2, and it's October 1989, and it was issue number 290.
Oh, they had a missed opportunity. They should have put it 89.
You know what? That would have been a good opportunity right there. Yeah, 289.
Yeah, Hey, did you see Mad Magazine actually got a thing in the cut the gag in the new Family Guy season?
I did not. I have. Wait, hold on a second. I got to look this up now. You have to see 290. I have not done. Listen, I'm going to take a note in my notebook, and I'm going to do that issue number 290. I'm going to do it soon. Oh, it'll have to be a little bit. Yeah.
Have they ever done a Die Hard one?
I don't think they have. I think, in fact, Die Hard is going to be in the new Claptrap book, isn't it? But yeah.
I don't think. But that would be pretty good.
Yeah. Listen.
Like,
Ollie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna put in the chat. I'm putting a website. It's crackedcoversite.com. All right,
Mm-hmm.
that will lead you to madcoversite.com. I think that you, as a younger, reader of Mad Magazine, I think that you will really, really like this website. It has everything. Pardon me. It has everything that you would ever want to know about Mad Magazine. It's contained on that website.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah. So
Hey, do you have the Star Wars booth collection?
I don't know. I don't know which one you're talking about. Like, are you talking about the individual issues or like a book of all the Star Wars
It
stuff?
was it's like the compilations that they release.
No, I didn't do that. My only goal is to collect all of the regular issues. Because I don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that was my first ever issue. Because one time I was at a dollar store in Tennessee, and dollar stores in Tennessee never have anything good except for slime. It was used for Ghostbuster toys, but
Yeah.
and they had some of the magazines, and it was one of the collection compilations, all like the sci-fi spoofs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my aunt took there. I'm like, hey, can we see how much this is? I didn't know what it was at the time. I thought it was like one of those books that they release every year, like Time, where they say, oh, here's some facts about it, and that's all you need to know. And we got to the counter, and I think it was $14, but it didn't ring up. So that dude said, oh, well, I guess it's free here. The whole car ride to my grandma's house was filled with my aunt thinking, how did he get away with it? Like there's distant silence. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna read the ET spoof.
Yeah.
Have you done one on RoboCop?
You know what? I have such a bad memory, Ollie. I can't keep track of which ones I've done and haven't done. I have to go onto my own YouTube channel and search up the numbers of the issues that I've done so far. But hey, Ollie, do you have any other Mad Magazine comics or like any issues aside from the Star Wars one?
I got the Christmas collection, and I got the original 1969 blackface cover, I believe. And I got the championship fight one, and they had some other ones, but that wasn't in my affordable price range.
Yeah.
That is $5 a week.
It is. Yeah, it's $5.99 for an issue, but that's pretty cheap.
Oh no, these were like the vintage ones. I got them at a. Oh my. It's here, but here's the thing. My mom's dog likes to chew everything, so we have to keep valuable stuff out of the floor or anywhere where the dog can jump.
Yeah. Ollie, you got a dog that's eating all your stuff. You got a cat that's biting you. How are you surviving?
Actually, Mom's dog, I don't consider that dog. Actually, we have Stewie, which is a 88-year-old dachshund. I've had him since I was 2. We rescued him from Memphis, and I think I was like 2 years old. This is 2012, I believe. And my mom's dad was like, get this thing out of the house. But he eventually warmed up because, and this is heartwarming stories, they let me keep him because I prayed about him.
Hey, that's pretty sweet. That is a heartwarming story. Hey, Ollie, I got to tell you something. I'm so glad that you are tuning in, and thank you so much for calling in. I got to get going, but I hope you keep watching. I hope you tune in. And if you listen to podcasts, you should check out Potter ZB podcast, because that's one that me and Kyle Bridget and we do that podcast together. And I think you might enjoy that too.
Okay, one more question before you go. Does the call-ins have like a Pacific date, like Wednesday, Friday?
Well, I only do the live stream. I do that live stream every other Sunday. So the next time I do this, 2 weeks from now, what'll the date be? Let me check. It'll be like the.
It'll be the 15th.
It'll be the 17th. Yeah. So the night of the 17th, that's when the next time I'll do a live stream. And, if people want to, like I do the call-ins, but you're actually the second person to call in.
Okay, well, I'll be seeing y'all next time.
All right, Ollie. Hey, you stay mad, bro.
I will.
All right, toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Hey, that was great. Holy smokes. How wonderful was that hearing from Ollie? How do you spell Potter Zeeby? That's how you spell Potter Zeeby, the podcast, which is different than Potter Zeeby, which is the nonsense word that whatchamacallits, Polish people use. It's probably not nonsense to Polish people, but it's a Polish word that's a nonsense word to us. My favorite part, I agree. That was so awesome to hear from Ollie. My favorite part was when his cat bit him. And he threatened his cat and he said, "That's it. You're not getting fancy feast tonight." And kicked him out of the room. That was pretty awesome. Yeah. Same as it's spelled backwards in the mirror. Every Polish word except for pierogi or moloko. I know moloko. Oh, we're getting another call. Hey, that's right, guys. You can call into the show 612-389-8524. Hello, caller. You are on Flippin' Live.
Hey, Patrick, it's Sticks.
Sticks. What's up, dude? I should
Hey.
recognize the number by now.
And I should have this one saved and type it in every time. That's why it took me so long.
How are you doing?
Isn't Ollie great? Ollie's terrific. He's got his own YouTube channel,
He mentioned it. I told him to send me a DM. Maybe, I don't know if he's on Instagram or not, but maybe you could send that to me and I could check it out.
Yeah, I think, I want to say you can click on his name in the chat, but maybe not.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I have so many damn windows open. And then when I open the stream in the thing, it's like turns into a whole echoey mess. So, but anyway, what's up, dude? What are you up to?
Well, I'm kind of reeling from how much money I'm spending. Too much money on that.
Yeah, dude.
I think since the auction, the Mad auction, Tim Johnson, October 3rd, I think it was 29th and 30th or something, or 28th and 29th. I've probably spent around $400 to $500. So in 1 month's time. So being really, really irresponsible.
Dude, it gets away from you. It's like, it's real easy. You get all excited. You see something that you really want or that you don't come across that often. And it's it's easy to fall into
so
that.
I spent some money there, and then a couple weeks later I went to we had a trading card show here in Pasadena, which and I've been meaning to check out the Pasadena bookstores. So after the convention I went to these bookstores, like 3 of them, and there's more than that over there, and they had some good stuff, but that whole day I spent like $200. And then I went to a local community college swap meet last week and spent $100 there, which was like the most ever.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous. So, but I was gonna say, I want to say hi to my fans. I guess I always say I have ones of fans. Some people have tons of fans. I have ones of fans. And hey Harvey and hey Clown Nookie, I really appreciate you asking me. But I think they were clamoring for me to call in because that's a testament to you, Patrick, because you interview people so well. You're at your best when you're playing off of Kyle or when you're interviewing someone. So they just want to see you do your thing. That's what that's all about.
Oh, of course. Hey, how about this though? We got a question from Clown Nookie. Do you spend more money on your drums or on Mad Magazine?
Oh, I don't want to say that publicly. I don't think. Well, in the past, it's been more on my drums, of course. And I actually, I forgot to check my email today. I listed a keyboard synthesizer on Craigslist today to make room for more Mac.
Hey,
I needed the money and I needed the space. So.
I got a question. I want an update on this Mad Music stuff.
Well, it's what we're doing is.
Wait,
like
hold on. No. I'm going to interrupt you. I'm sorry. So before you get started, remind the viewers, new viewers and old viewers alike, who who are you talking to, and what does it have to do with Mad Magazine?
Right. So, I befriended Woody Blogman a while back on Facebook, I think it was.
Yeah.
Somewhere, and found out he lived here in LA, and we invited me to come over and meet him, and we just hit it off like we were, long lost brothers or something, and we just spent, the whole day that day just playing silly records and stuff that his dad recorded, and basically Woody's dad is Norm Blogman, who recorded all the Mad Twist Rock and Roll LP and the Mad Think Along with Mad LP. And then he's done a bunch of the what do you call it, the inserts, like the Mad Mystery Record, Super Spectacular Day, and Making Out. And he actually was he did the recording session for what's called a Mad Laugh record, which is a graduation ceremony where I don't know if you've heard this, but I bought the issue at the convention last week. I found one that was intact with the record in it. And it's from 1982, summer '82, and basically it's a graduation ceremony where the audience, is all parents, and you hear their comments over, like the principal's giving the commencement speech, and he says, that these kids are going to be our future leaders, and everything he says positive about the kids, the parents just keep laughing and laughing harder and harder.
What is it called? Mad Laugh? What?
It's called on the cover the Mad Laugh record.
All right.
But you can also call it the graduation record because you can get it mixed up with the Meet the Mad Staff record where they're all laughing at Al Feldstein.
Yeah.
And that's like he's trying to introduce the staff, but they just laugh and nobody says anything except him. And I don't think it was him anyway. I keep forgetting who it was that actually recorded that. If it was an actor or maybe Nick Magellan, but I don't think Norm Blogman was involved in that one. I think that's right before he started working with them. But he did like all the other inserts. He was somehow involved with all the rest of them. So
yeah. So you were
cool.
saying
So
Woody, Norm's son, has like all of his dad's stuff, like sheet music, unpublished stuff, rejected stuff, all of it, right?
Right. So all the all the sheet music from all the music that he's ever written and published, that's for sure. He's probably published, I just want to throw a number out there, maybe like 50 or 60 songs, and we have a master list of like 200 that he wrote,
Yeah.
And but with the Mad stuff, it's all there. We have the copyright information, the original copyright that he took out in 1961 for these things, and he has all the sheet music that, picture him at a recording session with the band, with like, someone on, he would play piano or organ or whatever, and then someone else would be on guitar, and he had drummers and bass, and if they needed horns at all or strings or something, he would have all their parts handwritten out, and we have all that sheet music. So we've been scanning all that in, and it's really impressive to see, his body of work and everything. So we're cataloging it all, put in an order of all the songs alphabetically, and I'm trying to come up with this big spreadsheet to cross-reference everything, so you can look it up by year or title or publisher or writer or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, that's that's for Woody, and we're going to decide what to do with it. So I don't want to just throw this stuff up on Mad cover site as much as I love it. It's we don't want to just be out there for free. We have to. I really think a book, in honor of him should be done. It's what I think. Having actual scans of this stuff, and maybe like a CD in the back with like rare takes or something like that. So I'm hoping we haven't gone through the massive tapes yet, but I'm hoping we'll find alternate recordings and interesting stuff in there, like they did with the Beatles, of course. But we're not going to use any AI though.
Well, that's like, I remember when we first talked, I brought up that idea of like, whoa, that'd be cool to get it on Mad Cover Site or something, like add to the encyclopedia.
Right.
Part of that was like, I don't think I understood the extent of the stuff he had.
Woody will eventually have his own site or something like that. But, we're trying to figure it out because, once it's out there, it can all be copied for free. So got to be careful. So
it would be cool though. I mean, like, and it would be interesting. I mean, if Mad has, Mad's not publishing anything, right? Except for the magazine. But I don't know, like, that might be something that, like, if he goes down the path of like seeing if he could publish it, like maybe Mad would want to be helpful in some respect. And like, because I'm sure they still have all of this stuff, like, or a lot of this stuff, like in archives, maybe recordings or other masters. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't understand how any of this works.
All of them, but it is actually confusing because the two songs from the original Mad Twist Rock and Roll album were released by Norm himself through RCA, right? Is how the story goes. So there's I saw the single at Woody's house the other day that was released. It was with I forget the B side, but the A side is Agnes, the teenage Russian spy. So it's really cute, a song about this girl who's a spy, and this predates James Bond. So the song is done in very 60s style. The song is not like spy music, like the way we think of it, It was done in 1961. It was recorded, maybe 1960. I don't know. So I think Dr. No, I always forget if Dr. No or Goldfinger was the first one. I think Dr. No was first. And I think that's 1962.
Yeah.
So just predates it, right? But it was in that era of all the, spy stuff going on between the U.S. and Russia.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that came out as a single, and with another song on the B side. Oh, the pretzel. That's right. The pretzel. Let's Do the Pretzel was a dance that they created, and when you listen to the song, it's impossible to dance, right? So it's hilarious.
Wait, I got a question. Real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt because this is not. This is on a sort of somewhat different subject. If you look at your screen. So I've had this up for a while, so it's on your screen by now. The Mad Cover Site, they only have like a few listings for him. They've got like, what is eight listings.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, that's stuff in the magazine and stuff that was printed. So you see that theme song from Captain Klutz, the book?
Yeah. That's
Captain Klutz 2, which is really expensive. That one's hard to get. I haven't come across that in my searches, and I think it's like $60 if you find it. And I scanned in the original handwritten music for it and the formerly printed music. And that's kind of like a march, that song. It's like Klutz, 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 he's our man, or something like that. I can't remember. It's on my hard drive somewhere, but I'd have to.
But he also did didn't he work on like the full albums as well?
Yeah, you're right. Those aren't listed here, so
that's weird.
I mean, these are obviously specifically from the magazine, the inserts from the magazine, and then the paperback. So so I guess Doug should list them somewhere, but I mean the albums just have Alfred E. Neuman on the front, and I'm trying to think if there's looks like a little bit of Bob Clark artwork.
Yeah.
This other one might be Mort Drucker. He did he drew some teenagers on the back of Mad Twist Rock and Roll. You've got a little bit of Mort Drucker artwork, and there's some text, but it's very little, and it's funny, but it's not like a big thing to read. It's more about the music and the silly songs and stuff. So just to finish the story, so basically Norm and his writing partner Sam Broderick, they wrote some more funny songs. They took it to RCA and they said, we have the whole album, and the idea of these funny songs that teenagers would like, was good enough to sell records. I wouldn't say in vogue. I don't know who else did it, but but anyway, they bought it. Those albums sold well. I have to look up the numbers, but anyway, so RCA said no, we don't want to do a full album. The single was fine, but maybe it didn't do as well as expected. So all this is in William Gaines's interview in the book Collectively Mad, and basically Norm and Sam they shopped it to Mad, and they came to Bill Gaines, had a meeting, and asked if he would go for it because there was already a Mad record, an LP called Mad Music or something like that. I have it. You had it on the screen. Crap. Anyway, it was by this guy Bernie Green, right? And it was more Spike Jonesy with silly stuff like that sort of stuff that he did.
Dude, Spike Jones fucking rules, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, that's great for Spike Jones, but this Bernie Green was kind of ripping him off, and William Gaines said, no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't put it out. And in those days, copyright was kind of fluid, and they did anyway. So there's this album out, Musically Mad, and it sucks, and and Gaines was against it, but he couldn't do anything about it because I guess they paid him anyway or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, so when Norm and Sam came to him with this, he loved it. He really loved the first record, and the interview says he didn't like the second record as much. So maybe that's why there wasn't a third. That's one mystery I'm trying to uncover, who said no to a third record,
Yeah.
But it kind of bothers me because I like the second record better than the first record. So I don't have the same taste as Gaines, I guess. But
yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
But yeah, it's cool.
All right, hold on. Okay, so I was multitasking. So Musically Mad, I have that up right now.
That's it,
yeah. So with this album, this is
when I just got that CD on the left, see where it says Mad at the top, and then 2 albums. That's kind of weird because that's a British release, not that one, but the other one with this and Mad Twist Rock and Roll.
Yeah,
if you go back, well, my video is actually behind.
It's like 30
ago,
seconds.
anyway.
I'm not going to go back because then we'll be like confused again.
Right.
But anyway, so this one. This is like technically not an official Mad release then?
It wasn't condoned, but only Grant Geisman might be able to say, it had the Mad name on it, so they must have been paid something, right?
Yeah.
But basically, Gaines didn't like it, and they went against him.
Okay.
So somehow they did, but in the 50s, a lot of these precedents weren't set yet, and I don't know if there was a lawsuit over it or not, but it's out there. I got it digitally. I found it first, and then I found that CD. It has the "What Me Worry" single, which was another artist, and then what's weird is having the Bernie Green record with the Norm Blogman record on the same CD by this. That's a UK release that shouldn't be actually, that it wasn't approved, I'm sure. Kind of a bootleg, but I just found it brand new at Amoeba Records like a month ago.
Nice. And you can't, and we know, Sticks, that you can't help yourself. If you see something like this, you're gonna buy it.
Yeah. I have no resistance. Yeah. So what I got, I was gonna mention about Cracked. It's interesting that you always pull up Cracked issues when we go through them from around the same time that I was into Cracked, which was like late 70s, early 80s. But when I go to these swap meets and stuff, like over the weekend, I got a Mork and Mindy cover that was from March, must be 79, I think it was. A collector's edition special from November 80, and the Aliens cover from November 79. But I also got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue, which was number 255 from 1990, and a Batman issue from October 89 on the cover anyway. And there's a special like double-sized Cracked with Where's Waldo and Bart Simpson on the front. And that was from 92. So, and I've gotten ones. I got the Titanic parody issue, and that's what 2000. Saying the wrong year. 2008 was when Titanic. No, 98. idea.
Well, the reason why I do the cracked ones, well, first, what I pick is just, I have slim pickings. I usually go to my comic shop to try to find stuff. And it's just, cracked is so hard to find. Mad is everywhere. Cracked is not. And the cracked issues actually, where I am, they cost more. They have a higher price than Mad Magazine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say how much I got these for then.
And then the reason why I do cracked, just because I don't want to like cannibalize the other part of the channel, which is like doing the Saturday videos.
No, I totally agree.
But yeah,
yeah, it's great. But and you've branched out to other magazines. You introduced me to Viz. You know, I like the Viz stuff I found.
Oh, that Viz stuff is
I didn't even know about that because
I gotta do another Viz stream. Actually, I should take a note of that.
Yeah, you should. Should. That was fun. But yeah, I'll look for some cracks. You know, see if I can send them to you. If I get some later ones and stuff, it might be interesting.
Oh, dude, if you get ones that you don't need or you're not interested in, just let me know how much.
Or already have or something. Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
I'd be happy to send them to you because I'm really serious about getting Mad, and I actually paid quite a bit for this record with the graduation. I mean, the issue with the graduation day record, the Mad Laugh record.
Yeah.
Probably too much. The guy marked it down from $50 to $20 for me, and I snagged it because it had the record inside intact. When it comes to the inserts, you know, they're worth more, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I was like, and then I saw it for like $12, and the record was loose, you know, somewhere else like a week later. I'm like, maybe I've overpaid for that one, but I'll do that for Mad if I think it's worth it. But for Cracked and Crazy, I got a couple Crazy issues over the weekend, and I basically only get them if I see something I like on the cover, you know, or if it's cheap enough. And if it's got Star Wars on the cover or Three's Company, I was a huge Three's Company fan. You know, I'll get it, but mostly I get them for $1 to $2 a piece.
Yeah. Hey, Sticks.
So if you find some cheap ones, I'd be glad to send them.
Yeah. I gotta wrap things up here. Thank you again for calling in. Know what you should do? You need if you been listening to Potter ZB, you should try to become. Oh well, I can tell because you should record yourself saying "What me worry," and you could be the idiot of the week for Potter ZB podcast. But anyway, dude, thanks for calling in. And I'll talk to you next time.
Yeah, I love the episodes I have seen of Potter ZB. I will say I have enjoyed what I've seen, but I live in LA and everybody and his brother has a podcast here, so I'm obligated to watch and listen to people's podcasts.
All right,
well, that's the main reason is a matter of time. But I do need to get back to Potter ZB. Yeah, it's excellent. Yeah. It's really good.
All right, you have a great night.
All right, you too.
All
Thanks.
right, toodaloo. All right. Yes, that's right. Potter ZB podcast. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts. Kyle, Bridget, and I. It's the only comic book nerdcast that dares to ask, what me worry? You could be the idiot of the week. All you have to do is record yourself saying, what me worry, and send it on in to Potter ZB podcast at gmail.com. There's 14 people watching right now. How many people have given this video a thumbs up? Prepare yourself for a public shaming. Let me see. Have only 11 thumbs up on this video. Disgusting. This is the worst day of my life. How dare you? Anyway, are these calls collect, Harvey? No, it's just like calling anything. I guess unless you call. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. All the Canadian viewers, I tried to get a Canadian line, but I can't. That's what I determined is it's not possible. If you just got him to say it on the line, I could have clipped it. Well, I'm an idiot. This should not surprise you at this point. Anyway, you guys, thank you for a lovely evening. Thank you, Ali and Sticks, for calling in. Thank you, Harvey. Thank you, Kyle, for tuning in. Ron Johnson, thank you for tuning in. Who else was here? There was a lot of people here. Honk Steady was here. I love it when people just drop in to to say something like that. Ollie rocks. He does rock. I appreciate that call in. Who out there? Boom. Random pick reviews. RRR. Thank you for tuning in. I can't find everybody. But anyway, you guys, this has been Flippin' Live. Remember, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.